On the Medical Watch now, a recent survey of more than 12,000 girls in grades 5 through 12 showed a decrease of more than 10% in girls who report feeling confident. What's behind that decline? Katie Gallagher is a director of education at Candor Health and Education. She's joining me now to talk a little bit more about these numbers. Hello to you. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you, Lourdes.
As I was reading through the research, we saw that the biggest drop was with 5th and 6th grade girls. What do you think is happening in that age group that is leading to this drop in self-confidence?
One of the things that the survey touched on and that we see in our experience here at Candor Health Education is that young kids, girls and boys, though, are getting social media at a younger age. Common Sense Media, which is an organization that many people have heard of, found that the average age for young people to start using social media is actually about 12 and a half years old, meaning that there's a good number of young people, girls in this survey in particular, that are starting social media younger than 12. And really the research says that it is best to hold off on that until young people develop a little bit more of their cognitive abilities to make sense of what they're seeing online. And so a lot of the research around issues like body image and self-esteem points to under age 13 as being kind of a tipping point in terms of having being more problematic. The social media use, the younger it is, can be more problematic.
So meaning if they start using it at maybe 13 and a half or even 14 years old, it doesn't have as much of an impact as it would on a young girl that maybe started at 10 years old.
Yes, and that's what the research says overall. Ultimately, it is an individual basis. We know everyone matures a little bit differently, but that's kind of the rule of thumb. Yes.
You know, and as we talk about this issue, I think oftentimes we blame it a lot on social media, or it's been blamed before on social media. But the truth is that social media is not going anywhere, right? Kids are along the way going to use it, going to be exposed to it. So what should a parent do? What are some steps that a parent can take to make sure that they're putting in place some barriers and some good practice in place so that kids don't have this issue of a drop in self-esteem?
Sure. Obviously, great question, Lourdes. I think we have to consider each individual child when they seem mature enough to handle it. We also have to be really involved with our child if we're going to give them social media, explore it together, have regular conversations, see how it is impacting them if it is. Ask them questions about how they feel after being on social media for a while. Really explore it with them. We can't just give students a smartphone or give kids a social media access without really teaching them. We have to really help build some media literacy. We have to give them communication tools and social emotional skills to help them navigate social media.
Yeah, so if you're going to expose them to it, you have to make sure that you're able to walk them through it and what some of these different images represent. So
yes,
okay,
yes, definitely.
We appreciate your time, Katie. We will talk to you again soon. Thank you so much.
Yes, thanks for your time.